At shortstop is Chandler Young, third base Jackson Mims. Battery for post 82 this afternoon. The mound, the right-hander out of Shelby High, and that's Cody Fitch. Behind plate catching is Dustin Jones. And it's time. Our scoreboard, by the way, brought to you by Medical Arts Pharmacy again. They have been sponsoring this segment of our broadcast for in their 21st year, thanks to Ed Beam, all the folks at Medical Arts Pharmacy located on Grover Street in Shelby for sponsoring our local scoreboard and our local sports broadcast in Cleveland County on Big O Country and KTCBroadcasting.com. And it's time for our players to watch today. Today, brought to you by Orr Supermarket and Broad River Hams on East Marion Street.
Dan, I'm going to go with the starting catcher, Dustin Jones, as my player to watch today.
And I'm going with Bradley Evans, the DH. He's that hard-hitting DH for Shelby, and look for him to be a big factor in a possible Shelby win here today. Fitch warming up. Shelby on the field. Let's turn it over to Andy Foster for the play-by-play. Andy.
Dan, our umpires today are Dale Clyde behind the plate, Seth Keener at first base, and Clint Lawson at third base. And Randolph County will send to the plate in the first inning Avery Jackson, Kyle Smith, and Kirby Lambert. Jackson, the third baseman, steps in. He bats from the right side. Home plate umpire gets set up behind the plate. And we'll get this elimination game of the Southeast Regionals underway. Fitch with the pitch. In there, strike one. Wind continues to gust here in Asheboro. Next pitch inside corner, 0-2 to Jackson.
68 degrees, a gusty wind out of the southeast as this game gets underway.
0-2 coming. Just missed outside, a 1-2 count. Pitch the 1-2. Chopped to third. Fair ball taken by Mims. Is throwing the dirt. And safe at first is Jackson.
Brock Melton dug it out, but then it popped out of his glove. He caught it before it hit the ground, but the runner's safe because he did not have control of the ball before the runner crossed the bag.
So an error on the opening batter. And here's Kyle Smith, the shortstop. He's showing bunt. Pitches outside, ball one. A lot of rain in Asheboro this morning. Heavy downpours, especially when we were driving over to the park. But it hasn't rained in a while. 1-0's in there, and it's 1-1.
And again, folks, this is a beautiful park here, McCurry Park. And the artificial turf infield, a natural grass outfield, but it is absolutely beautiful.
1-1 pitch. Swung on a miss. Throw to second is off on the shortstop side, and safe at second is Avery Jackson.
That caught him on the slide through, guys. He slid past the bag, reached back for the bag, and looking on camera, I know you guys probably couldn't see it from there, but on the video camera out there, you can see him come off the bag pretty well. And Chandler put the tag down, but he got back just in time, so he about had him twice.
1-2 coming. Outside. 2-2 count to to Kyle Smith. Jackson's the runner at second. 2-2. Chopped to first. Underhanded to first. Fitch can't handle it. And everybody's safe. Jackson goes to third. Smith at first with nobody out. Shelby, some defensive problems here early.
Couple E's in the first two batters.
Lack of concentration from a 45-3 team. Once you get this far, it's just a little concerning, and it's been their Achilles heel these past few weeks.
Pitch in there, strike one to Kirby Lambert, the left fielder. Bats from the left side.
You got to remember they're playing a 16-23 team, but they're playing on their home turf here in Asheville.
And they've already won a game in this tournament, eliminating a state champion.
Pitch outside, 1-1 to Lambert. Runners on the corners, nobody out for Randolph County. 1-1, popped up down the left field line. Jackson Mims, the third baseman, watches it sail out of the park.
You guys watching there online can see the stand sitting there next to third base side. They actually jut out almost onto the field. It's probably the closest you can actually get to the field of play. Sitting in those stands, you on the right field side, you're up on the hill and far away, but those are actually jut out into the field of play. So you got to kind of Jackson and the left fielder work around that.
1-2 is outside. Throw to third and safe there. Going to second is Smith. Runners second and third with nobody out. 2-2 count to the batter, Kirby Lambert. Pitch, the 2-2. Inside, full count. Here's a payoff. Ground ball back to the mound. Fitch looks the runner back to the base at third, throws to first, and there's out one. Cleanup hitter Cam Morrison, the batter, the catcher. Bats from the right side. Randolph County attired in black jerseys with white trim, white pants. Shelby in their orange camouflage with white pants, orange and blue trim, and the pitch swung on and missed, strike one.
First time we've seen the camouflage, isn't it, since Area 4 playoffs? I don't remember them at the state.
0-1, low and outside, and it's 1-1.
I don't either. They might have had one game they played with them, but I'm not exactly sure about it. That's questionable. I agree, Kevin.
1-1, hit him. Base is loaded, and another hit batsman by Shelby pitching.
And if anybody ever had an argument about a player getting hit over the plate or outside of the box, it was that one. He made no attempt whatsoever to get out of the way. If not, he stuck the elbow out over the plate.
Yeah, he did not move one iota there.
Not away from the ball. I think he moved towards it.
Yeah, here's Nathan Reynolds, the starting pitcher, bats from the left side. One out, bases loaded. The pitch from Fitch is high, ball one.
Good speed on that from Fitch.
1-0. Low, 2-0 to Nathan Reynolds.
One thing we question about the umpires here in this so far in the Shelby games is their strike zones, Andy. They're not very consistent.
2-0 is in there, and it's 2-1. Throw down to third, back safely is Jackson.
Yes, Dustin thought Jackson wanted to know what the baseball felt like. He had no lead at third.
2-1 to Reynolds. In there at the knees, 2-2 count. Fitch off the mound completely now, steps back up. Two coming. Missed outside, a full count. Nowhere to put Reynolds. Bases loaded with one out. Payoff coming. Ground ball to second. Pitch to second for one. Back to first. Gets away. And another run's going to score. And it is 2-0 Randolph County. Jackson and Smith come home.
So Reynolds helps his own cause there.
And he goes to second base when the ball got away. Two outs. Count 1-1 to the batter, Landon Davis, the right fielder.
Usually don't say this much, but 2 runs scored on a fielder's choice. A bases clearing fielder's choice at that.
Yeah. 1-2 count now to Landon Davis. The 1-2 foul back.
Story of course so far in the game. You look at the scoreboard. There's a big giant 3 up there next to in the errors column for North Carolina.
And they scored 2 runs without benefit of a hit.
Second time it's happened in the last 2 tournaments.
1-2 line out of the park right side.
The first run scored by Florida yesterday was done without benefit of a hit as well.
We thought that was unusual. We'd never see 2 again. Then we saw 1 yesterday, like Dan said, and 2 again today already.
1-2's fouled off, still 1-2.
You look at what's happened, a couple of errors. That hit batsman really has plagued Post 82 this season.
One-two from Fitch. Popped up in the infield. Cody Kale on the grass has it out 3.
But Randolph County picks up 2 runs on no hits. 3 Shelby errors, 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the first inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Randolph County 2, Post 82 coming to bat on Big O Country.
I think it was 1 left.
Blanton Cars is slashing down payments. We offer down payments as low as $500. We are the most experienced buy here, pay here dealer in Cleveland County. We have cars as new as 2010 models that we will finance in-house. We don't look at your past credit. Your job is your credit here. We have payment plans to fit your budget. Stop by today and let us put you in the car you deserve. Blanton Cars has 2 locations to serve you in Shelby. East Dixon Boulevard, across from Super 8 Motel, and West Dixon Boulevard, next to Meineke Mufflers.
The Captain's Cap Family Seafood Restaurant is celebrating 30 years of serving the folks in our area with the finest in seafood, steaks, and chicken. For over 30 years now, the Captain's Cap has been bringing you great seafood at a reasonable price in a clean and friendly atmosphere. Dine in or carry out. Visit one of their 3 locations, 3140 Linwood Road in Gastonia, 670 Park Street in Belmont, and on Highway 16 in Denver. Or visit them online at thecaptainscap.com. Whereas what you need: Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville, the Falston Pharmacy in Falston, Walker's Pharmacy in Newton, and Allen Drug in Stanley. Nexium. Yes, Nexium is now available over the counter. And don't forget about their old favorites, including 2 Old Goats Arthritis Salve, Geritol, SSS Tonic, and Raleigh Salve. You'll feel much better after a visit. The Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville, Allen Drug Store in Stanley, Walker's Pharmacy in Newton, and the Falston Pharmacy in Falston. Tell them we sent you in. No matter what size vehicle.
Bottom of the first, Jackson Mims, Jay Siegel, and Bradley Evans. Mims 0 for 4 yesterday, but on by an error in the 9th, scored the lone Shelby run in the ball game. Pitch is in there at the knees, strike 1 from Nathan Reynolds, the right-hander for Randolph County. 0-1 to Mims. Blowing outside, count 1-1.
Jackson 1 for 8 in this tournament, but he scored 3 runs in the tournament.
1-1 coming. Hard grounder by the third baseman into left field. Leadoff single for Jackson Mims.
Yeah, Falston Pharmacy base hit. Jackson was due. He gets a big leadoff hit here for Shelby, and see if they can get something going here early, because you don't want a team that you're favored to beat, Andy. You don't want to let them have the lead long. You want to try to knock them away a bit here and get the lead from them.
Here's Jay Siegel, the left fielder for Post 82, J.S. today, 2 for 4. Had an RBI single to drive in Jackson Mims in the ninth yesterday. Reynolds comes to the plate, pitches low, ball 1.
Jay is 4 for 8 in this tournament, Andy. He scored 3 runs as well and a couple of RBIs.
One 0 to Siegel. Change up, swing on a miss, strike 1. 1-1 count. Throw over to first. Back safely is Mims. And this wind just won't let up here today, Dan. At least not up here where we are at.
Look at the flag. It's still out, too, out down the right field line.
1-1. Chopped. Slow roller back to the mound. Reynolds can't make the play, and he slips down.
Tough player there on the AstroTurf. Once it gets wet, you get your momentum going, get back on your heels. It's hard to keep you balanced. And the pitcher, trying to make a play, just ran down it. And Siegel popped it up high enough to beat it to first. So first and second now, no outs.
And they rule that a base hit for Siegel.
Yeah, that's all. That's base hit all the way.
Here's the DH, Bradley Evans, batting for pitcher Cody Fitch.
We ain't seen a Shelby home run in this series yet.
Pitch low and outside, ball 1.
Bradley, one of our Oro Supermarket players to watch today.
Evans 0 for 4 yesterday. Reynolds taking a long time. The pitch is rolled foul in front of the dugout.
And great hands over there by Coach Grayson over there. Y'all see him snag that ball?
He got down in a hurry.
No glove.
You know where he learned that? When he used to coach third base, right, Andy?
Well, he needs to talk to his defense about what he just did. He made better plays than the defense did in the first inning.
1-1. Reynolds turns and looks the runner Mims back to the bag at second.
Shelby base coaches, by the way, Chris Emery down the first base side, Chad Fowler down the third base side.
1-1. Foul back. 1-2 to Bradley Evans. Nobody out. Runners first and second for Shelby. Bottom of the first inning. 1-2. Low in the dirt. 2-2 count. Big crowd from Shelby and Cleveland County here today, Dan.
Another big crowd. We had good crowds all week long here.
I was about to make a comment. I think we have more fans than Randolph does.
No doubt about it.
And this is their home game.
2-2. Shot foul left side of the plate.
You know, here we go again. You keep hanging in there, waiting for your pitch. You see Bradley finds his now and can get on safely.
Crowd's pretty active today, guys. Here up under the grandstand, everybody's packed together and pretty active. Really quiet yesterday, but so far today they've been really into it.
Here's a 2-2. Chop foul down the third baseline. Siegel at first, Mims at second. Nobody out. A 2-2 count now to Bradley Evans. We need some kind of anchor system for our scorebooks, Dan. Blowing all over the place.
Yes.
Today.
Can't keep the sheets down.
And the 2-2 to Evans. Ground ball to third. Throw to second. Out there. Back to first. And safe there.
He's out at first.
Okay. They got the double play again. Going to third, Mims with 2 outs. A 5-4-3 double play. Here's cleanup hitter Nick Hastings, the center fielder. Nick 0 for 4 in the Florida loss yesterday. Reynolds pitch, ground ball, base hit, left field. That drives in Jackson Mims. Shelby on the board. It's 2-1 now, Randolph County.
Boston Pharmacy base hit for Nick Hastings, and Shelby gets on the board early tonight. Andy, the ninth inning before Shelby got on board yesterday in yesterday's loss.
Yeah, Dan, mark that down as a possible monumental play of the game with the bad first inning starting off there. It's good that you get at least one coming back and make this team feel better about what happened yesterday in this first inning so far.
Ryan Luckadoo, the batter, 0 for 3 yesterday. Reynolds pitch, outside, ball 1.
Ryan looking for his first hit of the series. He has scored a run.
Nathan Reynolds checks the runner. The 1-0. Low, they throw to second. Not in time. Stolen base for Nick Hastings. So 2-0 the count to Luckadoo.
Hastings in scoring position now. Potential tying run.
To Luckadoo. Ground ball to second. Charging in is Daniel. Flips it to first. Out 3.
But Shelby does pick up a run. 1 run on 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 left. We go to the second inning on the Medical Orange Pharmacy scoreboard. Randolph County 2, Shelby 1. You're listening to American Legion Baseball Southeastern Regionals on Big O Country.
You drive, Fastway Oil Change in Shelby can do your dirty work. In just minutes, you'll be on your way at Fastway Oil Change, featuring Pennzoil and Shell Oil products, along with a full line of synthetics. They do the big trucks too, tractor trailers, rollbacks, motorhomes, and dump trucks. And they are a full North Carolina inspection station. And they'll check your fluids, windshield wipers, and they carry Exide batteries. Fastway Oil Change, 630 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Let them do the dirty work for you. Considering hardwood flooring for your home? Then head to Flooring America in Kings Mountain or Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow. Right now at both locations, you'll find a big selection of in-stock hardwoods on sale. Priced as low as $2.99 a square foot. That's right, only $2.99 a square foot. At Flooring America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain and Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow. It's here, summertime. Summer days of 90 and 100 degree heat. Is your air conditioning unit ready for this summer heat? Have it checked out with a call to Forest City Heating and Air, your Train dealer. Train and Forest City Heating and Air provides the most reliable heating and cooling systems in the world, bringing you quality, comfort, and guaranteed satisfaction. Train and Forest City Heating and Air offers special year-round discounts. They'll help make your purchase easy and your family so comfortable. So get ready for the summer heat with a call to Forest City Heating and Air, 828-245-1379. Serving Cleveland and Rutherford counties for over 30 years with all of your home comfort needs. Again, call 828-245-1379 for Forest City Heating and Air. Remember, it's hard to stop a train. For more information, go to train.com for complete program eligibility dates, details, and restrictions. Hey, stay cool this summer with a call to Forest City Heating and Air.
Line safe at first is Reese Daniel, another Shelby error, 4 already.
Shelby infield having trouble making true throws to first base.
Here's Cameron Peters, the first baseman, bats from the left side. He's trying to bunt and pops it back up off the facing of the grandstand. Strike one.
This team come into the tournament, Dan. What was their record? 15-23. Is that what I saw?
Well, they're now 16 and 23.
I was looking at that sheet.
Swung on and missed the pitch. Throw to second. Not in time. Goes into center field. Nick Hastings backing up the play. Gets it back into the infield.
Good thing Chandler fell on the runner on that one. He had a chance to go to third. So the ball got away again.
Their record coming into this tournament was 15 and 22, and they're 1-1 so far in the tournament, so 16-23. But hey, they're in the tournament. They're 1-1, and they're leading right now.
0-2 coming to Peters. Called strike three. One down. There's Josh Wallace, the center fielder, bats from the left side. And I believe this is the third or fourth lefty in the batting order for Randolph County. Pitch on the inside corner, strike one from Cody Fitch. Getting the start today for post 82. 0-1. Low and inside, 1-1 count.
Andy, down here we have saw quite a few Cleveland County coaches and former coaches down here watching this game, Andy. And we're talking about football and coaches and basketball coaches and things like that. Baseball coaches. Saw Henry Jones, Bill Cameron yesterday. Saw him on the first day as well. And then I think we saw Eddie Green first day coming in. And John Taylor sitting right to our right below us here now, former Crest head football coach.
We've seen John all season at these games. He's
been at supporting Post 82 all season long. He helps out his son-in-law up at the Fuzzy Peach on South Lafayette Street and uptown Shelby. Dean Brown helps out up there, son.
1-2 pitch. Outside, it's 2-2 to Wallace, the number 9 hitter. Pitch with a 2-2. Swung and a miss. Strike three. 2 outs, 2 strikeouts for Cody Fitch. Back to the top of the order. Here's Avery Jackson.
And Andy, we want to mention too, Henry Jones. Of course, we've seen him a couple of times. Former Cherryville head baseball coach and Shelby High grad. He's since he's out of baseball, he's in the golf big time. He's the Cleveland County Senior Shriners champion.
Pitch on the inside corner, strike one to Jackson. Great tournament for Henry recently. 0-1. Line to center field. Hastings watches it fall in front of him. They're sending the runner to the plate. Throw not in time, and it is 3-1. Randolph County as Daniel scores. RBI hit for Avery Jackson. Here's Kyle Smith. On by an error, scored in the first inning. Pitch foul back, strike one. Oh, 1 coming. Outside. Count 1-1. One outside. 2-1 to shortstop Kyle Smith.
All 3 runs, Andy, that Randolph County has scored by men who reached base by an error.
There's a line shot off the glove of second baseman Cody Kale. Jackson goes to third. Smith a single. Runners first and third with 2 outs for Kirby Lambert, who grounded out to the mound in the first inning.
2 runs in the first inning. Jackson and Smith both reached base via error, scored. And here in this inning already, Daniel reached base via the error, and he has scored.
There's a high fly ball, left field side, foul territory. On the run and making the catch, Jay Siegel, out 3.
But Randolph County picks up another run, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 Shelby error, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the second on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Randolph County leads Shelby 3-1 on Big O Country and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Apply today, ride today at Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia. Good credit, bad credit, no credit. Full Throttle Power Sports could help. Ask about 0 money down and rates as low as 2.99%. Pick up this week's What's Up Shopper for all the great buys this month. Again, 0 money down and rates as low as 2.99%. Apply today, ride today. Full Throttle Power Sports. Exit 22 off I-85 in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com. If you take a peek in the dugouts or the bullpens at Veterans Field Keeter Stadium, chances are one of the first things you'll see is a K2 cooler from Future Energy Company in Shelby. K2 coolers provide real value, real cold, and they come with a 7-year warranty and are now available at Future Energy Company. And remember them for your big green egg, providing the ultimate cooking experience. And with winter just around the corner, see the line of Menneson vent-free gas logs, bringing you warmth, ambience, and convenience. Future Energy Company, 130 West Graham Street at Uptown Shelby, or online at futureenergy.com. Enjoy a healthy treat that's good for you.
Bottom of the second inning, it's Randolph 3, Shelby 1 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. At the plate, Chandler Young. Count now 1-1. Chandler will be followed by Cody Hale and Brock Melton. Nathan Reynolds, the right-hander, 1-1. Popped up down the first baseline. The first baseman can't make the grab in fair territory, and safe at first is Chandler Young.
Now there's a Shelby post 82 break we hadn't had or been looking for a while.
Base hits is the ruling on the scoreboard.
So base hit, and that's Chandler's 4th hit. He was 3 for 8 coming into this game this afternoon in this turning.
Here's Cody Hale, the second baseman, getting the start with Cody Fitch on the mound today. Cody, a left-handed batter. Cody shows bunt, pitches in there, strike 1. Reynolds looks over at first. 0-1 to Kale. Lays a butt down, fouls it off, left side, 0-2 the count. With the 0-2 count, let's see if Kale tries to lay it down again. Reynolds throws over to first, back safely is Chandler Young.
Kale batting in the 7th spot with Fitch on the mound, but Brock Melton still in the 8 and Jones in the 9.
0-2 coming. Ripped down the first baseline, just foul at the bag.
The umpire had got away with that one. Had to dodge that bullet.
And the 0-2 will come to Cody Hale. Reynolds delivers low. 1-2 count. Reynolds again checks the runner at first. The 1-2 swung on and missed. Strike three, a changeup from Reynolds. Gets Cody Kale one out. Here's first baseman Brock Melton.
Brock's had a good tournament here in Asheville.
Brock 0 for 3 yesterday against Florida. And the pitch fouled off at the plate, strike one.
He's 3 for 8 in the tournament.
Oh, 1 to Melton. Outside. 1-1 count. Reynolds with the 1-1. Swung on a miss, strike two. Again, Reynolds taking something off that pitch, Dan.
He's got a pretty good changeup. That's what they're swinging and missing at.
One, two coming. Outside, there goes the runner. And safe at second. No, he slid off the bag. Did Chandler Young, and he is out at second base.
Guys are going to have to watch that today. That's the second runner that slid past second base. And apparently when it's wet, guys, it is a little bit slippery out there as Chandler slid on past the bag.
So 2 outs, 2-2 pitch coming to Brock Melton. Called strike three. Shelby down in the second.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. We go to the third inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Randolph County leads Shelby Post 82 3-1 on Big O Country, your radio home for the American Legion Baseball World Series beginning next Thursday.
At the new Fuzzy Peach Frozen Yogurt Bar in Uptown Shelby and the Fuzzy Peach at 117C East College Avenue in Bowling Springs. Choose from 18 premier yogurt flavors with over 60 toppings. Put it in a cup or a fresh-made waffle cone. Both Fuzzy Peach Yogurt Bars are locally owned and operated. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 10, Sundays, 11 to 9. Great for birthdays, special events, or bring the entire team over. And they'll even cater your event. Shop local, the Fuzzy Peach Frozen Yogurt Bar. 221 South Lafayette Street in historic Uptown Shelby and at 117C East College Avenue in Bowling Springs.
Gamble's BP Auto Repair in Uptown Shelby is your one stop for gas and repair work on your vehicle. You can get quality BP gasoline, and Bill Gamble and his staff can do light and medium repair work on all types of vehicles, including work on CV joints, water pumps, alternators, and service and repair work on your car's air conditioning and heating systems. They can change the oil and lubricate your vehicle as well. And now, Gamble sells tires. Gamble's BP Auto Repair, the Calvert Warren Streets in Uptown Shelby.
Since 19...
Top of the third inning, Randolph County leads Shelby 3-1 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard for Randolph. Cam Morrison at the plate with a 1-2 count, then Nathan Reynolds and Landon Davis. And the count now 2-2 to Morrison, hit by a pitch in the first inning. Cody Fitch, 2-2 coming. Swung on a miss. Strike three.
3 strikeouts for Cody so far in the game.
And the rain is beginning to pick up here, guys, as the fans are going to be exiting the first couple rows here. Hope nobody runs into my camera down there, but we should be good for here for a little bit.
Here's Nathan Reynolds, the starting pitcher, on by fielder's choice in the first. Fitch with the pitch, line to short, taken by Chandler Young. 2 outs. Here's Landon Davis, the right fielder, popped out to second to end the first inning for Randolph.
And the thing about it is this wind, guys, Shelby players really have nowhere to go. It's blowing left to right into their dugout almost. They're in the back of the dugout. As you can see on the TV, there's one man standing out on the edge.
1-0 right back to the mound. Fitch throws him out 3.
3 up, 3 down goes Randolph County in the top of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the bottom half of the inning, and on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, Randolph County leads Shelby 3-1 on Big O Country and KTCBroadcasting.com.
1919. Yes, 1919. Griffin Drug Store in downtown Kings Mountain has been serving the people of the Kings Mountain area with the finest in prescription service. And be sure to come in and ask about the 10% senior citizen discount. And most prescription cards are honored at Griffin Drug Center, 129 West Mountain Street in downtown Kings Mountain. Since 1919. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 12 on Saturday. That's Griffin Drug Center in Kings Mountain. Remember, it wasn't raining when Noah started building the ark. For all of your waterproofing needs, stay high and dry with a call to H&H Pest Control and Waterproofing. H&H Pest Control and Waterproofing does all types of waterproofing, from basements to crawl spaces, from commercial to residential. Call 704-482-2847, 704-482-2847 for H&H Pest Control and Waterproofing, East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
Shelby, Dustin Jones. Kind of 1-1 to Dustin. He'll be followed by Jackson Mims and Jay Siegel. Jones, my Aura Supermarket player to watch today. Reynolds, a 1-1. Low. 2-1 count to the catcher, Dustin Jones. Two-1. Liner to short, taken by Smith. 1 out. Back to the top of the order. Here's Jackson Mims, base hit. Scored the lone Shelby run in the first inning. Reynolds pitch. Breaking ball, strike 1. Oh, 1 on the way. Ground ball to short. Smith has it. Throw to first. Gets Mims. 2 outs. Here's Jay Siegel. RBI single in the first. Two outs, nobody on for Shelby. Bottom of the third, post 82 trailing 3-1. Pitch high, ball 1 to Siegel. One on the way. Swing on and missed. Another one of those changeups from Reynolds. It's a 1-1 count. One. Swing on a miss. Strike two. 1-2. One-two pitch, miss, low and inside. 2-2. Two coming to Jay Siegel. Bounces up there, and it's a full count.
Pitcher for Randolph's done a great job changing speeds, keeping Shelby off balance in this game so far. I'm sure the rain don't help either.
Payoff to Siegel. High ball 4, 2-out walk issued to Jay Siegel. Jay on base for the second time already this afternoon. And here's Bradley Evans, the DH.
Bradley, one of our Oro Supermarket players to watch.
Guys, looking at the radar, it looks like we're going to have some open skies here in a few minutes, in a little bit, but looking at the hourly weather channel, it says rain 97% all day today. So,
going to be wet, apparently.
well, no, I'm reading that wrong. After 6 o'clock, it looks like it may clear up a little bit. Looks like the next hour or so is about 10 to 20%. So we're gonna try to stave it off as the coach comes out for Randolph County. Have a little talk here.
And while he does, want to thank all our sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. If you listen to them, next time you see them, patronize them and thank them for making our local sports broadcast possible on Big O Country and all three of our stations. And we appreciate it very much, and also make it possible for you to watch it on ktcbroadcasting.com.
Yeah, please support them and tell them and thank them for. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. So.
Conference over. 1-0 count to Bradley Evans, the DH. Siegel at first with 2 outs. 1-0 inside corner. It's 1-1 to Bradley Evans. One coming. Swung on and miss. Strike two.
Evans a little mad at himself for swinging at that changeup. I mean, it must be a really good changeup. He's doing a good job with it all day. Evans just shaking his head a little bit.
1-2 outside. There goes the runner to second. And out there, Jay Siegel thrown out trying to steal out 3.
For Shelby in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the 4th inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, and Randolph County leads Shelby 3-1 on Big O Country.
It's America's Mattress Sale at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby. Save now on the 2013 Inventory Reduction Sale. All 2013 mattress sets must go. Get free delivery, free setup, free haul away. Get the sleep you need, guaranteed. Save on the Serta Perfect Sleeper for only $2.99 for queen size. Get special 12-month financing and big pillows just $39. America's Mattress from Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
Homestead Landscaping and Feed Company, proudly serving Shelby and Boiling Springs for 10 years, is located at 835 College Avenue on Highway 150 directly across from the Shelby Airport. Make us your stop for all your feed and landscaping needs. From small to large animals, we have feed for all pets and livestock. Full-service landscaping supplies include mulch, plants, trees, and shrubs. And we are the home of the $10.99 dog food. Stop by today at Homestead Landscaping and Feed Company.
Top of the fourth inning underway. Reese Daniels just grounded out to short. 1 out. He'll be followed by Cameron Peters and Josh Wallace. Fitch with the pitch. Missed outside, ball 1. 3-1. Randolph County leads it on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. 3-1. Blowing outside. Or rather, the 1-0 is outside. It's 2-0.
All 3 unearned runs, right?
That's correct.
2-0. Foul ball down the left field line. 2-1 to Peters, who struck out looking in the second inning.
If you're Shelby and Coach Grayson, you have to be happy with the pitching performances so far here in the tournament. So he's talking, it's the catching and the hitting the part that Shelby's having problems with right now.
2-1's in there, and it's 2-2 to Peters, the first baseman. Pitch, 2-2 coming. Called, strike 3. Peters down looking for the second time. 2 outs.
4th strikeout of the game for Cody Fitch.
Josh Wallace, the batter, struck out swinging in the second. Cody Fitch with the pitch. Low, ball 1. 1-0. Outside, 2-0 count. Two-0, over but low, 3-0 to Josh Wallace, the center fielder. 3-0's in there. 3-1 count to Wallace. 2 outs, nobody on for Randolph. Top of the 4th inning. 3-1, high ball 4, 2-out walk issued to Wallace. And that'll bring the leadoff hitter to the plate, Avery Jackson. Jackson on by an error, scored in the first, base hit in the second. Pitch hit him in the leg. Second hit batsman by Cody Fitch. Runners first and second with 2 down for the shortstop Kyle Smith. Smith on by an error, scored in the first, base hit in the second. The pitch from Fitch inside, ball 1. The 1-0, over but low, 2-0. Two-0 pitch, again over but low, and it's 3-0.
First 2 batters out this inning now. Base on balls, hit batsman, and now 3-0 count.
3-0 pitch right down the middle, 3-1. Pitch ready with the 3-1. Line to center field, in fact, in the gap. Going up to the wall, 1 run is in. They're going to send the runner to the plate. There's the throw home, and he is safe. 5-1, Randolph County. Kyle Smith delivers. Drives in Wallace, who walked, and Jackson, who was hit by a pitch. Hit batsman walks really come back to haunt you, Dan.
Yeah, and the ease as well.
Here's Kirby Lambert.
Shelby will send Jalen Bird out to the bullpen to get ready, and they're running.
Count now 2-0 to Lambert, and Coach Steve Gold, the Shelby pitching coach, headed to the mound.
I want to do a shout out here to Shannon Allen. He texted me a few minutes ago, Andy, the public address announcer for Post 82 back at Veterans Field Keeter Stadium. He will be used as a public address announcer for the World Series
Great.
on some of the games next week.
Great.
And he says a great opportunity for him, and we wish him the best. He'll be doing the announcing on some of the games at the World Series beginning next Thursday in Shelby.
The longtime public address announcer for the World Series is ill, Dan.
Yeah, and he, understand, will not be able to be here, or at least be limited in what he does.
Conference on the mound over. 2-0 pitch coming to Lambert. Swing on a miss. 2-1 count. Runner at second. Smith after his 2 RBI double. 2-1. Outside. 3-1 to Kirby Lambert. 3-1, swing and a miss, strike 2, full count to Lambert. Shelby's got some work to do in this one, Dan. Down 5-1. Payoff coming. Little roller foul behind the plate.
Gonna have to get the bats heated up and get some runners on and bring them around.
Payoff coming. Outside. Nope, it's got the outside corner. Called strike 3. That'll do it for Randolph in the 4th.
They pick up 2 runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th on the Medical Arts Trophy scoreboard, and Randolph County leading Post 82 5-1 on Big O Country.
Hospice of Cleveland County presents Christmas in July. July 24th from 5 to 7 o'clock at the Kings Mountain Hospice House, and July 25th from 10 a.m. till noon at the Hospice Cleveland County Administration Building. Participants will have the opportunity to make Christmas ornaments in memory of a loved one who has passed away. Children are welcome if accompanied by an adult. For more information and to register for Christmas in July, call Hospice of Cleveland County at 704-487-4677.
Jam & J's Pizza Factory is Shelby's favorite locally owned family pizza restaurant, featuring a pizza buffet and salad bar, a fantastic game room, and birthday parties. Jam & J's has gluten-free pizza, vegan cheese pizza, and now try the La Nova wings in barbecue, hot and spicy, or oven roasted. And Jam & J's is the original home for the Livermus pizza. Want to eat at home and watch the game? Call for carryout at 704-600-6182. Jam & J's Pizza Factory, Highway 74 East, behind the Golden Corral in Shelby. I'm a faithful.
Look how far out in front he is to do that.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Randolph County leads Shelby 5-1 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. At the plate, Bradley Evans, the count 0-1. The 0-1 swung on a miss, strike 2. Shelby just cannot solve Nathan Reynolds so far in this ball game.
They just can't wait on him. They're just so far out in front of him. He's not throwing hard at all, folks.
0-2 fouled out of play right side.
Of course, Bradley was at the plate when Siegel was thrown out trying to steal second last inning.
I think they need to try to go to right field with it. You know what I mean? Just you might end up hitting it straight and pulling it.
0-2, swung on a miss, strike 3. 1 out. Nick Hastings, the batter. Nick with a base hit in the 1st inning.
But Bradley there, you folks just joined us on the first pitch. I mean, he's so far out in front of it. He hit it on the tip of the bat. It just squibbled down the first baseline.
Pitch to Hastings, rolled foul behind the plate. Strike 1.
You're not used to seeing this low of pitching probably this late in the season either. And Shelby just got to be patient.
0-1 to Hastings. Misses. And it's 1-1.
Just need some base runners any way on, wait for the right pitch and get on board.
1-1. Fouled off at the plate. It's 1-2. Reynolds with the 1-2 to Hastings. Way outside. 2-2 count. Ryan Luckadoo on deck. 2-2 to Hastings. In the dirt. Ball 3. Here's a payoff. Grounded foul into the dugout right side. Reynolds with the payoff to Hastings. In the dirt. Bounces up there. 1 out walk issued to Nick Hastings.
That is a good piece of hitting by Nick Hastings. Like Dan said, any way on at this point, you got to get on, got to get base runners, and Hastings very, very, very patient right there at the bat.
Ryan Luckadoo, the batter, grounded out to second to end the Shelby first inning.
Ryan looking for his first hit here in Asheboro. So he is due.
Reynolds pitch inside corner, strike 1. Oh, 1 coming. Nope, throw over to first. Hastings back safely. Again, a throw to first. Hastings back safely. A little bit closer play that time. Reynolds again looks over at first, comes to the plate, and it's rolled foul at the plate. 0-2 to Luckadoo.
Looks like the rain has quit. Wind hasn't stopped yet.
Yeah, wind's blowing out of the east and southeast and very cool breeze.
Oh, 2 to Luckadoo. Line to center field, but right at the center fielder, Wallace, 2 down. That's the way it's been for Shelby the last couple of days. They've hit the ball hard, but right at people.
Well, I think they've out-hit their ball in these, especially in these losses, and the errors on the defense. But yeah, you're right, Andy. I mean, they hit them right at somebody.
There's Chandler Young, base hit in the second. And the pitch, outside corner, strike 1 to Young. 2 outs. Hastings at first. Bottom of the 4th, Randolph in front, 5-1. Oh, 1 to Young. Little Texas leaguer, right field, drops in there. Nick Hastings headed for third. He's safe.
What a play by Nick Hastings. He rounded second. He never looked at the ball. He took off and he was gone. Rounded second and was headed to third and made it on the play.
Chandler Young 2 for 2. Cody Kale, the batter, struck out swinging in the second.
Chandler now with 5 hits in this tourney.
We're going to have a pitching discussion here.
Well, this will be a change, right?
This is not the second time it's in it, no.
No, that's right. First time here. And while we have this discussion on the mound, let's take this 30-second timeout on Big O Country.
Kibo's customer. I like Kibo's. I get delicious Hunt Brothers pizza there, and it's so good. And their breakfast biscuits, they're great. Plus, I get my gas there. Then there's Coca-Cola, Sundrip, and Pepsi Colas. Oh my, the candy's good too. And of course, when it's hot, the hand-dipped ice cream. It's so good. Hey, it's even good in those cold days as well. Kibo's, my favorite place. It's located there at the Caution Light on Highway 226 North at Zion Church Road intersection, Shelby.
Outs, bottom of the fourth inning. Nathan Reynolds with the pitch, bounces up to the plate, ball one.
Think about Kale earlier. He hit a really rocket down the right field line. It was a foul, so just because he struck out don't mean he can't hit this pitcher. He was all over it. He wasted a couple of attempts bunting, cost him a couple of strikes there. He can hit this kid.
1-0 coming. There's a fly ball, right field, and it is caught on the run. A great catch by Davis, and Shelby gets robbed again.
No runs, one hit, no errors, two left. We go to the fifth inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Randolph County leads Shelby 5-1 on Big O Country.
Summertime. Kids in and out of the house, pets bringing in all types of creatures inside with them, and you wondering how in the world are you going to keep your carpet clean. Keys Carpet and Floor Covering in Shelby has some great carpet cleaning products, but if you need new carpet or floor covering, they have great prices too, with professional installation. So don't you get the summertime blues. Put the top down and chill out with a stop at Keys Carpet and Floor Covering, 1162 East Marion Street in Shelby, your floor covering headquarters in this area.
Tuesdays and Thursdays are special days at Love's Fish Box on Shelby Road in Kings Mountain. On Tuesday from 4 to 9 p.m., come in and enjoy calabash shrimp with all the trimmings for only $6.99. And on Thursdays from 4 to 9 p.m., it's their hamburger steak plate for $5.99. And they pile it on big. Bring the family out for the best in seafood. Ask for the Tuesday and Thursday specials from 4 to 9 p.m. at Love's Fish Box on Shelby Road in Kings Mountain.
Shelby 1 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard for Randolph. In the fifth, 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Cam Morrison, Nathan Reynolds, and Landon Davis. Morrison has been hit by a pitch and struck out swinging.
It's only one run in this game so far and one yesterday. The rest of this game needs to be about defense, defense, defense for this Shelby Post 82 bunch.
Pitch on the inside corner, strike one to Morrison.
Then they got to come in and hit the ball with the offense, offense, offense.
1-0. Popped up down the right field line, out of play up on the bank. 1-2 now to Morrison. Pitch with a 1-2, line out of play, again off to the right.
Winner of this game plays at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. Loser, done for the season.
1-2, swung on a miss, strike three. Morrison down, swinging for the second time today, one out. Here's Nathan Reynolds, the pitcher, on by Fielder's choice in the first, line out to short in the third inning. And Coach Mike Grayson's headed to the mound.
While he comes out, let's take this 30-second timeout on Big O Country. Well, we're going. First of all, Steve, we'll keep it here. I believe we're having a pitching change. Yes, we are. As Nick Hopper comes on to the mound for Post 82 at Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory. Jalen Bird, I beg your pardon. comes to the mound, and we'll be back in 90 seconds on Big O Country.
Everybody knows a game is better with a goal. The goal is better with announcers. Goal! Announcers are better in the movies.
In a world with no plot.
Movies are better with fast cars. Cars are better when they take you to McDonald's. McDonald's is better with Coke. Coke is even better when it's $1. Get any size Coca-Cola soft drink or sweet tea for $1 at McDonald's. And it really doesn't get any better than that. The simple joy of better. At participating McDonald's, a la carte only.
Whereas what you need: Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville, the Falston Pharmacy in Falston, Walker's Pharmacy in Newton, and Allen Drug in Stanley. Nexium. Yes, Nexium is now available over the counter. And don't forget about their old favorites, including 2 Old Goats Arthritis Salve, Geritol, SSS Tonic, and Raleigh Salve. You'll feel much better after a visit to Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville, Allen Drug Store in Stanley, Walker's Pharmacy in Newton, and the Falston Pharmacy in Falston. Tell them we sent you in. No matter what.
Medical Arts Pharmacy is your locally owned independent hometown pharmacy. Unlike the big chain stores, Medical Arts Pharmacy calls you by name and treats you like family and friends, not a number. Medical Arts has more National Board certified technicians and personnel than other pharmacies to keep down your waiting time on prescriptions. Online refills at medicalartsofshelby.com. Medical Arts Pharmacy, 108 Grover Street near the hospital in Shelby. Call 704-487-8068.
Is Nathan Reynolds, the pitcher. Pitch low, ball 1 to Reynolds. 1-0. Ripped foul into the stands, left side. Ricocheted back out onto the field.
Hey, as nice as this field and the stands and the facilities and everything here are, these stands are pretty dangerous.
1-1, slow roller to third. Mims can't make the play. And safe at first is Nathan Reynolds with an infield hit. Well, they've called it an error. Put number 4 up there, Dan.
Yeah, that's the 5th Shelby era. 5th Shelby era of the game.
I guess they're taking into account the runner, not the fastest runner for Randolph. Jackson would have caught that. He would have been able to throw him out, but
here's Landon Davis, the right fielder. He's 0 for 2, popped out and grounded at.
I kind of feel like you do, Dan. It's almost, I might really want to call that a hit.
Pitch line out of play right side, strike 1 to Davis.
Well, they have ruled it a hit, I believe now. Yes, they have.
Okay.
It has been ruled a hit.
Okay. 0-1 is outside. It's 1-1 to Davis. Bird with a 1-1. High and inside. 2-1 count.
It's hard to put a fielding error on the third baseman unless it's hit right at him. If he's moving left and right, there's so much. He really don't have that much time to throw it to first anyway.
2-1 drifts outside. 3-1 to Davis. 1 out, runner at first. 5-1 Randolph County in the 5th inning. 1-0, big cut. Swung on and missed.
Now, these two teams have played earlier this year. Shelby won 4-1.
Count now is 3-2, and the 3-2 pitch fouled at the plate.
Yeah, they played at Veterans Field, Keeter Stadium, back in that week or two. They had the challenge, yes.
Here's a payoff. Fouled out of play, off to the right.
Back in mid-June, yes.
You don't happen to remember who pitched against them, do you?
We did not broadcast that game, so
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Again, the 3-2. Popped up on the infield, caught by Kale. Reynolds gets back to first base. He almost got caught napping there on that pop-up.
Well, he thought there was 2 outs, so he took off. And then, we're talking about how dangerous it is sliding, how slick it is. He almost slid over the first base bag. And, folks, he's a good pushing 250 probably. He's not a small dude at all, and he slid past the bag. So that tells you a little bit about Chandler's problems out there sliding it short earlier.
Here's Reese Daniel, the second baseman, on by an error, scored in the second, grounded out to short in the fourth. And Reynolds is checking himself out after that slide across the bag.
Had some equipment adjustments to make. Essential equipment adjustments.
Daniel steps in, and the pitch on the inside corner, strike one. Oh, 1 in there. It's 0-2 with 2 down to Reese Daniel. Bird the 0-2, low and outside. One, 2 coming. Missed outside. 2-2 to Daniel. Two lined up on the bank right field side.
Ooh.
Into the cupboard area.
And I'm in our cameraman's wheelhouse about. If he had a glove, he'd have took one step over to his right. Could have snagged that.
Again, the 2-2. Foul out of play, right side.
Wind blowing in from right field. See the big, huge American flag out in right field blowing dead towards us. We can feel it on our faces.
2-2. Again, popped up on the bank right side. Actually got it up into the area in front of the bleachers to the right. Still 2-2 to Reese Daniel. Bird delivers. Ground ball to short. And Chandler Young makes a play for the force out at second, unassisted at out 3.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left for Randolph County, top of the 5th. We're halfway through here this afternoon. And as we go to the bottom of the 5th, the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, Randolph County leads Post 82 5-1 on Big O Country.
There's some great new menu items at Newt's on the Court Square in Uptown Shelby. Try their Green Man Burger, or the new Cheddar Jalapeno Burger, or the new sliders. Other new items at Newt's includes a Fuse Burger, Pam's Adobo Dog, and a big new chef salad. And be sure to ask for the $6 Burger of the Day. Create your own burger or build your own salad at Newt's, 116 East Warren Street, located on the Court Square in Uptown Shelby.
Norris Merchandise's beautiful furniture with bedroom, living room, and dining room furniture by the famous brands. Norris Merchandise's hardware, everything from nuts and bolts to lawnmower blades. Norris Merchandise's Carhartt clothing, featuring Carhartt workwear, casual wear, and rugged outdoor wear. And Norris Merchandise is an archery shop with a complete line of archery equipment and accessories. That's Norris Merchandise, 2011 South Lafayette Street, Shelby, online at norrismerchandise.com or on Facebook.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Brock Mountain has just flied out to center field. 1 down. Here's Dustin Jones, and he'll be followed by Jackson Mims. 5-1, Randolph County on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. There's a bunt laid down the third base line by Jones, and he is safe. There is your best bunter on post 82 right there.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do to get something started.
Hey, he's been the catalyst of this offense throughout these playoffs. Dustin Jones to the 9-hole. Seems like every time he gets on, something good happens for post 82. Down 4 here in the 5th. This could be it.
There's Jackson Mims. Mims 1 for 2, base hit, scored a run. The lone Shelby run back in the first inning. The pitch from Reynolds, low, ball 1.
For those of you wondering about Fitch, he is definitely out of the game today. He's got an ice pack on his arm, and he was looking at his finger. May have even cut his finger a little bit open pitching.
1-0 to Mims. Hopped up on the infield, the first baseman. Peters has it, 2 Shelby outs.
Possibly hottest hitters up now.
Jay Siegel.
Siegel's been on both times tonight. That base hit back in the first and base on balls in the third.
Reynolds checks the runner. And the pitch outside, ball 1 to Siegel. 2 outs. Jones at first. One 0 to Siegel. One outside.
Randolph's got, go ahead, Danny. 2-0 there. I was going to say Randolph's got Jay to pull here. Right fielder way in the right field gap, and the left fielder almost on the line.
2-0 to Siegel. Popped up right side, up on the bank, out of play. Two 1 to Jay Siegel.
Big gap down the right field line. Big gap left center field. Anything up the middle, probably base hit. Shortstop way over on the left side. They're playing Jay to pull. Dead pull.
2-1. Popped up again. First baseman Peters can't make the catch as they glide it on the line.
It landed fair.
Fair.
They're going to call him out for interference. He did. He ran right into him. Jay ran right into the fielder trying to catch it. They're going to call him out, Andy.
And that is out 3 for post 82.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the 6th inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, and Randolph County leads Shelby 5-1 on Big O Country.
The Round Man, Okie Knipe, invites you into Okie's Tire and Service Center for all your tire and auto service needs. Okie gives you the best value in tires, both new and used tires, and they'll mount and balance your tires free. Come into Okie's Service Center for all your service needs, including radiator flush, brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, and state inspections. Serving Cleveland County since 1978. That's right, over 35 years. Okie's Tire and Service Center, 800 West Warren Street in Shelby. The best cookout starting at the Ora Supermarket on East Marion Street in Shelby. This week, T-bone steaks, family packs, $4.99 a pound. Chicken legs or thighs, just 8 to 9 cents a pound. And fresh ground chuck hamburger patties, made fresh daily. The Ora Supermarket has 10-pound bags of russet potatoes, only $2.39. Fresh Kleinland strawberries are now available for $9 a gallon. And Hormel lunch meat, just $3.99 a pound. The Ora Supermarket in Broad River Helms, East Marion Street in Shelby. Here's a special money-saving message from Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs. If you use petroleum products, you should consider a generic brand. Major brands charge premium rates covering national advertising and promotions. Good generic brand packages their own products and meets manufacturer specifications, and they can sell at a lower price because of lower overhead. Our generic brands include Wolfhead, Coastal, AutoGuard, and Lubriguard. Buy these brands and you cut your costs. See Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive, Patterson Springs.
Pharmacy scoreboard, it's still Randolph County 5, Shelby 1 for Randolph. Top of the 6, it's Cameron Peters, Josh Wallace, and the top of the order, Avery Jackson. Peters over to his strikeout looking twice. And he'll face Jalen Bird for the first time today. Bird's pitch chopped up the middle, taken by Chandler Young, and he throws him out one down. Here's Josh Wallace, the center fielder, 0 for 1 with a walk. He walked in the 4th and scored one of 3 Randolph County runs in the 4th inning. Pitch from Bird, missed outside, ball 1. One-0, chopper to third. Mims gloves it and throws him out. 2 down. Pitch and out. Back to the top of the order. Here's Avery Jackson. Jackson on by an error, scored in the 1st, base hit in the 2nd, hit by a pitch, scored in the 4th. He has been a thorn in Shelby's side. And the pitch from Bird, I guess, was high, ball 1. It was over. 1-0's in there. 1-1 count. One coming, grounded to short. Chandler Young. Throw in the dirt, dug out by Melton, out 3.
3 up, 3 down goes Randolph County in the top of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 6th on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Randolph County leading Shelby 5-1 on Big O Country. You're watching it today on KTCBroadcasting.com.
S&M Sports Shop is now your dealer for Under Armour sports apparel in Cleveland County. Come by and see the selection of Under Armour shirts, shorts, shoes, socks, and sunglasses. The team at S&M, Mike, Suzanne, Luke, Shannon, Dale, Ken, Darren, Dennis, and Charlie, is now your team outfitter for all local schools and whatever sport you play. They have leather jackets for all local high schools. Plus, S&M is your headquarters for Oakley Sunglasses. For all your athletic needs, go to S&M Sports Shop, located at 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby.
The Red Hot Summer Sale is underway at S&R Auto Sales in Shelby. Hurry on in now for red hot deals with down payments started at only $699. And pick up this week's What's Up Shopper and play the S&R Auto Sales Weekly Trivia Sports Question Contest. You could win a $10 bill certificate from the clock. For a full list of inventory, visit S&R Auto Sales online at srautosales.com or call 704-487-0570. S&R Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby, the home of the satisfied customer.
Bottom of the 6th, 5-1 Randolph County on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard for Shelby. Bradley Evans at the plate with a 1-1 count. He'll be followed by Nick Hastings and Ryan Luckadoo. Evans 0 for 2, grounded into a double play and struck out swinging. 1-1's low and goes to the backstop.
And I want to do a shout out to Guy Settle, athletic director at Crest High School. Listening in, we appreciate that. Guy, of course, had a state high school baseball championship back in 2001, right?
That's correct. 2-1 to Evans. Hit him. Anyway on. Evans hit in the back. Hit by a pitch, trots down to first.
That was a year Shelby also won the state championship in Legion baseballs. Of course, Guy was at Shelby High at the time, won the 2A championship that year. I believe the win was.
Want to cut your cooling costs this summer? With a highly efficient York air conditioning system, you can save up to 50% on energy costs while enjoying more consistent temperatures throughout your home. Call Settle Heating and Air, your local York dealer at 704-481-1788 and schedule a free evaluation of your system and learn how you can move up to a new level of comfort and efficiency this summer. Call Settle Heating and Air and settle in with comfort this summer or visit the website at settleinwithcomfort.com.
Shelby's only locally owned and operated auto parts store is Shelby Auto Plus, a Uniselect Auto Plus store. They are Shelby's hydraulic hose and fitting headquarters. Plus, they feature AC hose repair, have welding supplies, batteries, filters, brass fittings, and much more. You'll find many of the top name brands. Managers Charles Cabanis and Lathan Queen and counterman Dustin Clay welcome Joe Schottel to their staff. Shelby Auto Plus, formerly Shelby Auto Parts, at 409 North Washington Street in Shelby.
And at third, back in the fourth.
1-0's inside, 2-0 to Nick Hastings.
Sorry about that. I had to go fix our camera. We had somebody bump it.
On the way. Swung on and missed. Strike one, a changeup from Nathan Reynolds. That has been his pitch of the day.
Can't believe that Nick didn't get the take sign on that one. Needing base runners the way they do.
Two-one coming. Called strike inside corner. 2-2 to Hastings. Evans at first with nobody out.
There is warm-up action in the Randolph County bullpen now.
A righty and a lefty.
2-2 to Hastings. Fly ball out of the stadium left side. Just missed a van parked over there. Again, Reynolds, the 2-2. Fly ball, deep right field. And it is caught.
Out in that right field power alley out there, the center fielder got over and caught it.
Wallace made the catch.
We've yet to see a home run in this tournament.
As we said the first day, this field is actually bigger
than Shelby.
In Post 82's home field, Veterans Field, Keeter Stadium.
One down, Ryan Luckadoo, the batter, 0 for 2, grounded out and lined out. Pitch is low, ball one to Ryan Luckadoo. One-0 coming. Change up, swung on and missed, 1-1. Reynolds with the 1-1 high. 2-1 count. Evans gets his lead at first. 2-1 coming. Popped up on the infield. The second baseman, Daniels, got it. 2 outs. Another pop-up by a Shelby batter today.
Yesterday they grounded out into about every out they had. Today they've popped up about everything they've had today.
Chandler Young steps up, 2 for 2, couple of singles. Pitches high, ball one.
He's the leading Shelby hitter in this tournament. Chandler now has 5 hits in the tournament. 5 for 10, batting .500.
1-0 coming. Ground ball to second. Taken by Daniels. Flips it to short. Covering at second for the force play out 3.
Shelby, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the 7th inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. 5-1 score, Randolph County over Shelby.
As the spring season rolls in, remember Shelby Hardware for all the rental equipment you need to get those lawns and gardens in shape. Shelby Hardware's rental equipment includes blowers, string trimmers, vacuums, lawnmowers, aerators, spikers, spreaders, edgers, tillers, and ladders. And Shelby Hardware's small engine repair shop can service and repair all your lawn and garden equipment. Shelby Hardware, serving Cleveland County since 1979, located at 506 South Lafayette Street, Shelby.
Experienced, quality, and guaranteed service. That's what you get from Shelby Transmission Specialists. They do straight drives and automatic transmissions. They can repair and rebuild transmissions and sell parts as well. So if you have transmission trouble, see the experts, Hal Hamrick, Lyle Reynolds, and Jimmy Stepp at Shelby Transmission Specialists, 734 Nally Drive, just off Highway 226 North in Shelby. Call 704-482-8756 for Shelby Transmission Specialist.
We go to the 7th inning, still 5-1 Randolph County at the plate. Kyle Smith, count already 0-2 to Smith. He'll be followed by Kirby Lambert and Cam Morrison. The 0-2 fly ball. Shallow right field. The center fielder, Nick Hastings, drifts over and makes a catch, 1 out. Here's Kirby Lambert. Lambert 0 for 3. He's grounded out, flied out, and struck out looking. Pitch foul back, out of play, strike 1.
We're actually sitting in a different location in the grandstand today, Andy. We've been the first 2 games due to the weather.
0-1, a chopper to second. Kale throws him out, 2 down.
We're sitting in the middle, right in front of the press box. We were sitting to the left of the press box up against the back, but the rain was coming in so bad up there, David Kemp moved us down here in a lot better location, even though there's no way to knock the wind off.
Here's Cam Morrison, the catcher.
And I want to thank my wife, Andy, for packing my long breeches in the suitcase.
Pitch is outside, 1-1 count, and I encourage you to put them on instead of those shorts you had to take off.
That's right. I had shorts on getting ready to leave the motel, and so maybe I should change, and I did.
2-1 count to Morrison with 2 outs, nobody on. Birds 2-1. There's a base hit. Right field, 2-out single for Morrison. His first hit of the ball game. And that'll bring the pitcher Nathan Reynolds to the plate. Reynolds 1 for 3, base hit in the 5th inning. Reynolds steps in. Birds pitch right there, strike 1. The 0-1. Ground ball to first. Melton makes the play unassisted, out 3.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. It's stretch inning at McCurry Park in Asheboro, and after 6.5 innings of play on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, Randolph County leads Shelby 5-1 on Big O Country.
Soulful Southern fare with a flair. That's Smoke on the Square in Uptown Shelby. Make your next dinner out at Smoke on the Square in historic Uptown Shelby. Great starters and appetizers, along with soups and salads. For dinner, there's seafood, pasta, beef and pork, house-cut steaks and signature steaks, and chicken too. And their sides are out of this world. For a full menu, visit them online at smokeonthesquare.com. Smoke on the Square, the Southern Low Country cuisine and steakhouse. Located at 5 East Marion Street, Uptown Shelby. Since 1900, the Stamey Funeral Home in Fallston has been serving the families of our area with the finest in funeral service. In 1998, the Tysinger family began to serve the families of the Cherryville community, and today are a proud member of that community, providing services with dignity and respect. Caring for your family like our own. That's their slogan. Come talk with Manager Pete Kraft about the services they provide at the Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home, 405 North Dixie Street in Cherryville.
Transportation Administration of Cleveland County and Cleveland County Transit would like to take this time to remind everyone that illegal drug use breaks hearts, homes, and lives. Please stay involved in your children's lives. Speak with your children about drug use and how it can destroy family dreams. Also, be sure your children and family members buckle up when they are in the car, and if the car is on, leave the phone alone.
The staff at TAC and CCT are glad to be celebrating our 25th year of service to Cleveland County.
Kale on the outside corner, strike one. Cody 0 for 2. He's strikeout swinging and lined out to deep right field. The 0-1 line down the right field line, and it's going foul.
Cody Kale has crushed the ball today. He just can't get it in play territory. When he did, the right fielder made a great play last time. I think that right fielder quit going back towards right center as much as Cody has went down that line today.
And Cody's one batter who has solved that changeup.
Yeah, he's hit the ball hard.
Pitch outside. 1-2 count to Cody Kale.
Could you ever solve the change up there, Kevin, when you was playing baseball?
The lefty was hard to hit. Righty didn't bother me.
1-2. Fly ball, shallow center field. Center fielder in on the run. Wallace, he's got it. 1 out.
Yeah, the lefty changeup, or whatever the opposite batter is, if they throw it on the outside corner, it's almost impossible to hit. Unless that's what you're just looking for, is a changeup on the outside corner.
Here's Brock Melton with 1 out. Melton 0 for 2, struck out looking and flied out to center. Pitch is low, ball 1 to Melton. One-0 coming. Lined out of play, right field side.
Brock Melton about, what do you say, 70, 80 feet too quick on that swing.
Yeah.
He just killed it, just dead right.
1-1, grounded foul right side. 1-2 to Melton. One, two, foul back into the screen as the wind's really whipping it now.
Folks can see on our picture camera that when that wind picks up, it starts jerking that screen around pretty well there. You can hear it too.
1-2 to Melton. High. 2-2 count. Reynolds, 2-2 coming. It's outside. Ball 3. Full count to Brock Melton. Here's a payoff. Ground ball to first, taken by Peters. Steps on the bag, unassisted, 2 outs. Here's Dustin Jones. Jones 1 for 2, base hit, a bunt single in the 5th inning. Shelby's lone run came all the way back in the 1st inning.
You know, he ought to try to bunt now. Look how deep the third baseman and the first baseman are.
Yeah.
And the pitcher slipped last time he bunted.
Pitch is low, ball 1.
You need base runners, and any way ons we've talked about before. A bunt single's just as good as a single up the middle.
1-0, fly ball, center field, caught by Wallace, out 3.
Shelby goes down in order, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the 8th inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. 5-1 score, Randolph County leading Shelby on Big O Country.
This is Woody Durham for Tommy Hamrick Nationwide Insurance Agency in Shelby, where you get a team of experienced agents all working for the nationwide team. And of course, there's Tommy, a former Tar Heel athlete and UNC graduate. When it comes time for the insurance you need for your home, auto, business, and life, go see the winning team at Tommy Hamrick Nationwide Insurance Agency, your exclusive, on-your-side certified agency, located at the corner of Gidney and South DeKalb Streets in Shelby.
The girls at Standridge Auto Parts in Shelby, Stacy, Deidre, and Jody, invite you in for their giant, sizzling hot battery sale. Buy your next interstate battery at Standridge Auto Parts for just $45 with your exchange. That's right, only $45 with your exchange, and they come with a 1-year warranty. Plus, now through August 31st, take 10% off in-stock auto parts. Used tires starting at $10 each and sold separately. And they'll buy your old junk cars. Standridge Auto Parts, 1521 Sulphur Springs Road in Shelby, serving this area since 1972. There's no doubt about it. You'll feel right at home at Summit Place in Kings Mountain. Life at Summit Place is a chance to enjoy a healthy, happy retirement where every day brings a new experience. With 3 meals served restaurant style every day, an emergency call system, staff available 24 hours a day, assistance with daily activities, and social, recreational, educational, and spiritual activities, plus memory care for those with Alzheimer's. Summit Place of Kings Mountain, 1001 Pfeiffer Road in Kings Mountain, a 5-star senior living center. Visit the website at summitplaceofkingsmountain.com.
Reese Daniel and Cameron Peters, 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Davis 0 for 3. He's popped out twice and grounded out. Pitch is outside, ball 1 to Davis. Jalen Bird on the mound, second pitcher of the day for Shelby. 1-0, grounded foul at third.
This Randolph County team, the host team of the tournament, that's how they got their berth here. But yesterday they knocked out Kentucky champion Shelbyville. And today they're taking on the North Carolina champion Shelby and leading here.
1-1. Just missed inside. 2-1 to Davis. 2-1 coming. Fly ball. Right field. Luckadoo makes a catch. Wind affected it at the last second, but Luckadoo stayed with it. 1 out.
Yeah, that wind is whipping out there, folks. If someone's going to hit one out of this park today, they hitting a bomb, and it better go down the left field line because everything to right is just dying out there.
And to a certain extent in center field.
Yeah, you're right. That's true, too.
Here's Reese Daniel. He lifts one to right field. And that is a base hit. But Luckadoo, over in a hurry, holds him to a single. And Daniel has his first hit of the ball game.
Great job by Luckadoo cutting that ball off. Got over there really quick to hold him to a single.
It's the 6th hit of the game for Randolph County.
There's Cameron Peters. He's 0 for 3, grounded out and struck out looking twice. Throw over to first, back safely is Daniel. Bird comes to the plate at the knees, strike one. Oh, one coming. Ground ball back up the middle, taken by Young, steps on the bag, gets it to first, double play.
That's how you play shortstop, folks.
Double play. Chandler Young, great play there. No runs, one hit, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 8th on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Still 5-1. Randolph County leading post 82 on Big O Country.
There's nothing like a Bobcat to cut grass, and there's no better deal than right now to own a new Bobcat from West End Sales in Vail. For only $101 a month, you can be mowing on your new Bobcat with 0% financing for 54 months. See the Bobcat Fast Cat R2 with a big 22 horsepower Kawasaki engine and a big 52-inch cut and a heavy-duty frame weighing 850 pounds, plus a 3-year, 300-hour warranty. Only $101 per month at West End Sales, Highway 2718 North Intersection, Vail.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, or your repair is free.
Most people are not expecting an electrician to be in their home. They wait and call us when the power's out, something's smoking, or something's not working.
That's Rusty Wise of Mr. Sparky, America's on-time electrician. And Rusty, I've got this new widescreen TV. Can you guys help me with this?
Yes, we can actually mount the TV, install the mount, install the HDMI cables, the low voltage cables, and install the 120-volt outlet that it needs instead of that 6-foot drop cord you ran.
And now surge protectors. Yours aren't the kind I see in the big box stores, are they?
Yes, there's whole panel surge protections that we hardwire in, have a lifetime warranty.
Mr. Sparky, locally owned, people you can trust. They background and drug test every employee.
Call Mr. Sparky if you have any electrical needs. If you're sitting in the dark, something's smoking, or something's not working, give us a call.
They can do it all. Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Bottom of the 8th inning, 5-1. Randolph County leads Shelby. Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard at the plate. The leadoff hitter, Jackson Mims, counting out 3-0. Jackson will be followed by Jay Siegel and Bradley Evans. Mims today, 1 for 3, base hit, scored the lone Shelby run in the first inning. Mims showing bunt. The pitch is in there. Strike one, 3-1 to Mims. Three-one inside, ball 4. Mims, leadoff walk, bottom of the 8th.
And the rain is blowing leftwards. I mean, it is sideways, guys. Look out down the left field line. You can really see it. And folks, hang in there with us behind our camera in there. The wind's blowing right in its face, and the coach is going to come out and have a talk with his pitcher. This may be it. This is his 3rd or 4th visit of the day, isn't it?
And we are going to have a change, I believe, as he goes out and talk to his pitcher. We'll do one thank you, and that goes to Kibo's. Kibo's located on Highway 226 North at the caution light in Shelby. They provided our gas to come down to Asheville this week, thanks to Keith and all the folks over there at Kibo's, your favorite stop on Highway 226 North, Shelby. Jim and Jay's call to the bullpen has occurred. Back in 90 seconds on Big O Country.
Medical Arts Pharmacy is your locally owned independent hometown pharmacy. Unlike the big chain stores, Medical Arts Pharmacy calls you by name and treats you like family and friends, not a number. Medical Arts has more National Board certified technicians and personnel than other pharmacies to keep down your waiting time on prescriptions. Online refills at medicalartsofshelby.com. Medical Arts Pharmacy, 108 Grover Street near the hospital in Shelby. Call 704-487-8068.
There's some great new menu items at Newt's on the Court Square in Uptown Shelby. Try their Green Man Burger, or the new Cheddar Jalapeno Burger, or the new sliders. Other new items at Newt's includes a Fuse Burger, Pam's Adobo Dog, and a big new chef salad. And be sure to ask for the $6 Burger of the Day. Create your own burger or build your own salad at Newt's, 116 East Warren Street, located on the Court Square in Uptown Shelby.
Norris Merchandise's beautiful furniture with bedroom, living room, and dining room furniture by the famous brands. Norris Merchandise's hardware, everything from nuts and bolts to lawnmower blades. Norris Merchandise's Carhartt clothing, featuring Carhartt workwear, casual wear, and rugged outdoor wear. And Norris Merchandise is an archery shop with a complete line of archery equipment and accessories. That's Norris Merchandise, 2011 South Lafayette Street, Shelby, online at norrismerchandise.com or on Facebook.
Off here in the 8th, Ryan Webb, a lefty, the new pitcher for Randolph, and here's Jay Siegel. Pitch is low, ball one. Siegel, 1 for 2 with a walk. Base hit, RBI, single back in the first inning. 1-0. Fly ball, shallow right field, under it, and making the catch is Davis. 1 out.
Thought we might see Siegel just at least take a strike there with the new pitcher coming in and kind of funky delivery. And during warm-ups, he had a lot of trouble actually throwing it over the plate. So thought Shelby might be a little patient there, see some strikes, make him throw it over. Siegel being aggressive there, you can't hate on it.
Here's Bradley Evans. And Bradley pops one up behind the plate. And the catcher, Morrison, has it. Shelby with 2 down in the 8th. And it's up to Nick Hastings. Nick is 1 for 2, single and a walk. Webb's pitch in there, strike 1. Webb checks the runner, comes to the plate, pitches, bounces off, throw to second, not in time. Mims slides into second. One count to the cleanup hitter, Nick Hastings.
Ryan, Jackson's the first Shelby base runner to be in scoring positions several innings.
1-1, check swing. He went around, and it's 1-2. Webb, the 1-2 to Hastings. Line down the left field line. That's going to drop in there. All the way to the wall. Scoring easily from second. Jackson Mims, a RBI double for Nick Hastings, and Shelby has cut it to 3. It's 5-2. Perfectly placed double by Nick Hastings down that left field line, Kevin.
Yes, it was. Good job going opposite field hitting as the lefties. A lot of the lefties like to pitch other lefties on the outside, and you have to go to the opposite field. And Nick Hastings has done a good job of hitting and base running today.
Here's Caleb Burnham batting for Ryan Luckadoo. Bottom of the 8th inning. Webb's pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Jackson Mims, Dan, scored both Shelby runs today.
Yeah, he's scored back in the first.
One out to Burnham. Swung and a miss, strike one, 1-1 to count. 2 outs, Hastings at second. Bottom of the 8th, it's 5-2 now, Randolph County. One to Burnham. In there, strike 2. So a 1-2 count with 2 down. Webb, the 1-2. Line out of play to the right side. One, 2 count to Caleb Burnham. Webb takes a long look in. And the 1-2 coming. Fly ball, foul up on the bank right field side. Hastings at second, 2 down, a run in for Shelby. Bottom of the 8th, 5-2 Randolph.
That would be a big run there. The third run, down by 3.
1-2 ground ball, base hit, right field. Here comes Nick Hastings to the plate. Throw is cut off, and the throw is into the dugout from the first baseman, and going to third base is Caleb Burnham. 5-3.
And that's the type of break this Shelby Post 82 team needed. Great job of hitting from Caleb Burnham on the pitch hit to right field. And the wet ball thrown into the Shelby dugout allows Burnham to third, and now Chandler Young will step into the box.
Now, folks, that was shallow right field.
Very shallow.
Yeah, and Chad Fowler, the Shelby third base coaching box, tried to stop.
Did he?
He had his hand up for Nick to stop, but he kept going, and luckily it turned out good.
Yeah, it was cut off by the first baseman, Reynolds, who's playing first now, and he threw it all the way into the Shelby dugout.
Now we're going to have a timeout. The coach is going to come on out and talk to his unit here for Randolph County.
And while he comes out, let's take this 30-second timeout on Big O Country.
The Round Man, Okie Knipe, invites you into Okie's Tire and Service Center for all your tire and auto service needs. Okie gives you the best value in tires, both new and used tires, and they'll mount and balance your tires free. Come into Okie's Service Center for all your service needs, including radiator flush, brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, and state inspections. Serving Cleveland County since 1978. That's right, over 35 years. Okie's Tire and Service Center, 800 West Warren Street in Shelby. The best cookout starting at the Ora Supermarket on East Marion Street in Shelby. This week, T-bone steaks, family packs, $4.99.
Couple of singles today. Burnham at third with 2 down. And the pitch, fly ball, right field, right to the right fielder.
Pound. Chicken legs or thighs, just 8 to 9 cents a pound. And fresh ground chuck hamburger patties made fresh daily. The Ora Supermarket has 10-pound bags of russet potatoes, only $2.39. Fresh Kleinland strawberries are now available for $9 a gallon. and Hormel lunch meat, just $3.99 a pound. The Ora Supermarket in Broad River Helms, East Marion Street in Shelby. Here's a special money-saving message from Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs. If you use petroleum products, you should consider a generic brand. Major brands charge premium rates covering national advertising and promotions. Good generic brand packages their own products and meets manufacturer specifications, and they can sell at a lower price because of lower overhead. Our generic brands include Wolfhead, Coastal, AutoGuard, and Lubriguard. Buy these brands and you cut your costs. See Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive, Patterson Springs.
S&M Sports Shop is now your dealer for Under Armour sports apparel in Cleveland County. Come by and see the selection of Under Armour shirts, shorts, shoes, socks, and sunglasses. The team at S&M, Mike, Suzanne, Luke, Shannon, Dale, Ken, Darren, Dennis, and Charlie, is now your team outfitter for all local schools and whatever sport you play. They have leather jackets for all local high schools. Plus, S&M is your headquarters for Oakley Sunglasses. For all your athletic needs, go to S&M Sports Shop, located at 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby.
We go to the ninth inning. Randolph County 5, Shelby 3 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard for Randolph. It's Jacob Wallace, or rather Josh Wallace. And then the top of the order, Avery Jackson and Kyle Smith. Wallace 0 for 2 with a walk. And the count is 2-0. Bird's 2-0 pitch. Outside corner, strike one. Two-one coming. Slow roller down the line, and Bird picks it up, flips it to Melton. Wallace grounds out.
Jalen Boucher just probably just kept that one.
Tagged the bag, yes.
Tagged the bag of the runner right there, a little dangerous, but they got the out. Good play.
Back to the top of the order, Avery Jackson, the batter. Jackson on by an error, scored in the first, base hit in the second, hit by a pitch, scored in the fourth, and grounded out in the sixth. Bird's pitch inside corner, strike one. The 0-1, strike two. 0-2 to Jackson. The 0-2 just missed outside, 1-2 count. The 1-2 called, strike three, Jackson out looking, 2 outs. Here's Kyle Smith, the shortstop. Smith is 2 for 4. Couple of singles, on by an error, scored in the first inning. Pitch, changeup, swung on and missed, strike one. Bird really in the groove now. The 0-1 outside, 1-1 count. One low and outside, 2-1 the count. Shelby, bottom of the ninth, scheduled Cody Kell, Brock Melton, and Dustin Jones. 2-1 was over but low, and it's a 3-1 count to Kyle Smith. 3-1's in there. Full count with 2 outs. Payoff. Ground ball to the mound. Bird snags it, throws to first. Out 3.
3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. You know what they got to do as we go to the bottom of the ninth inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Randolph County leads Shelby 5-3 on Big O Country.
It's the 90th annual Cleveland County Fair, September 25th through October 5th. Make plans now to be there. On the Midway, it's pig racing, Leon Jacobs, Hack Monsters chainsaw demonstration, the Tumbleweed Crossing Wild West show. And on the grandstand, it's the Demolition Derby and more. And don't forget about the Fairground Speedway. Race it every Friday night. Gates open at 5, hot laps at 7, racing at 8. And on August 8th, it's the Kenny Sides Memorial Vintage Car Race, the 90th annual Cleveland County Fair, September 25th through October 5th at the Cleveland County Fairgrounds.
Carolina Energies is your heating and air service experts. They service all brands and feature complete installations. 24-hour service is available with on-call technicians. And this spring and summer, keep your family comfortable with a peace of mind service plan from Carolina Energies. It will keep you cool and save you money on costly repairs. For more information, call 704-482-9561. Carolina Energies, 515 North DeKalb Street in Shelby.
Bottom of the ninth inning, Randolph 5, Shelby 3, Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. At the plate, pinch hitter for Cody Kale is Chase Halbert. Count 1-1. Chase will be followed by Brock Melton and Dustin Jones. 1-1 to Halbert. Ground ball to short. Smith throws to first and gets Halbert. 1 out. Here's Brock Melton. Brock is 0 for 3, struck out looking, flied out, and grounded out.
Would you say he's due?
Yeah, he's due. And as Brock told us earlier in the season, Dan, he likes to face left-handed pitching. Webb, a lefty. Pitch is high, ball 1.
Oh, called it a strike, I think. Well, no, I'm sorry. I heard some yelling. I thought that was the other side.
1-0. Swing on and missed. Strike 1. It's 1-1 to Brock Melton. One coming. Popped up on the infield. The second baseman, Daniel, behind the bag, has it out to Shelby. Is down to their last out on this 2014 season.
Well, folks, if you were down to 2 outs on your season and you needed to get a runner on to knock in, this is the guy you want at the plate.
Here's Dustin Jones. Pitches outside, ball 1. Jones 1 for 3. Bunt single in the 5th inning.
Dustin's been the key and the fire starter for this offense the past few weeks and month, really.
1-0 up the middle, taken by the second baseman, Daniel. They throw to first. They got him. Out 3, and Shelby's season is over. They lose to Randolph County 5-3 in the Southeast Regional.
And they go down in order in the ninth. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Final score again on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Randolph County defeats Shelby 5-3. Back with our TAC Cleveland County Transit postgame show from Asheboro in 3 minutes.
Size vehicle you drive, Fastway Oil Change in Shelby can do your dirty work. In just minutes, you'll be on your way at Fastway Oil Change, featuring Pennzoil and Shell Oil products, along with a full line of synthetics. They do the big trucks too, tractor trailers, rollbacks, motorhomes, and dump trucks. And they are a full North Carolina inspection station. And they'll check your fluids, windshield wipers, and they carry Exide batteries. Fastway Oil Change, 630 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Let them do the dirty work for you. Considering hardwood flooring for your home? Then head to Flooring America in Kings Mountain or Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow. Right now at both locations, you'll find a big selection of in-stock hardwoods on sale. Priced as low as $2.99 a square foot. That's right, only $2.99 a square foot at Flooring America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, and Carpet One Interiors in Randolph. It's here, summertime. Summer days of 90 and 100 degree heat. Is your air conditioning unit ready for this summer heat? Have it checked out with a call to Forest City Heating and Air, your Train dealer. Train and Forest City Heating and Air provides the most reliable heating and cooling systems in the world, bringing you quality, comfort, and guaranteed satisfaction. Train and Forest City Heating and Air offers special year-round discounts. They'll help make your purchase easy and your family so comfortable. So get ready for the summer heat with a call to Forest City Heating and Air, 828-245-1379, serving Cleveland and Rutherford counties for over 30 years with all of your home comfort needs. Again, call 828-245-1379 for Forest City Heating and Air. Remember, it's hard to stop a train. For more information, go to train.com for complete program eligibility dates, details, and restrictions. Hey, stay cool this summer with a call to Forest City Heating and Air. Apply today, ride today at Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia. Good credit, bad credit, no credit, Full Throttle Power Sports can help. Ask about zero money down and rates as low as 2.99%. Pick up this week's What's Up Shopper for all the great buys this month. Again, zero money down and rates as low as 2.99%. Apply today, ride today. Full Throttle Power Sports. Exit 22 off I-85 in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com. If you take a peek in the dugouts or the bullpens at Veterans Field Keeter Stadium, chances are one of the first things you'll see is a K2 cooler from Future Energy Company in Shelby. K2 coolers provide real value, real cold, and they come with a 7-year warranty and are now available at Future Energy Company. And remember them for your Big Green Egg, providing the ultimate cooking experience. And with winter just around the corner, see the line of Menneson vent-free gas logs, bringing you warmth, ambience, and convenience. Future Energy Company, 130 West Graham Street in Uptown Shelby, or online at futureenergy.com.
To Florida last night, that's their second loss, and Andy, that means the season is over.
Yeah, and it was a special season for Post 82, but comes to an end today against a Randolph County team that really played some excellent baseball today, Dan.
They did play good ball, and this is a team that got in the tournament by virtue of the host team, the host city here, and hey, they're making the most of it. They lost their first game back on Friday evening, but they've won 2 straight. They knocked off Shelbyville, Kentucky yesterday, knocked them out of the tournament. Today they knock out Shelby, North Carolina, Andy.
Yeah, Shelby at one time 36 in a row, the win streak, an all-time Area 4 record. And as I say, Dan, really a special season for Shelby. Unfortunately, comes to an end here in the Southeast Regionals. And back in 2001, we thought Shelby had a chance to get to the World Series. It ended there, and unfortunately today it ends here in the Regionals in Asheboro.
Well, Coach Mike Grayson, we just saw his wife, Suzanne, come down, giving a hug, congratulating him on the season and comforting him with this loss today. But Mike Grayson ends this season with 537 wins in his career, Andy. We were there in Forest City several weeks ago when he won the 500th win when they defeated Rutherford County. And what a job he's done over the past 24 years as head Legion coach in Shelby.
Yeah, he's done a great job leading this program, and it comes to a close for 2014 here in Asheboro today.
We'll be back with more of our post-game show brought to you by TAC and Cleveland County.
The Red Hot Summer Sale is underway at S&R Auto Sales in Shelby. Hurry on in now for red hot deals with down payments started at only $699. And pick up this week's What's Up Shopper and play the S&R Auto Sales Weekly Trivia Sports Question Contest. You could win a $10 bill certificate from the clock. For a full list of inventory, visit S&R Auto Sales online at srautosales.com. or call 704-487-0570. SNR Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby, the home of the satisfied customer. Want to cut your cooling costs this summer? With a highly efficient York air conditioning system, you can save up to 50% on energy costs while enjoying more consistent temperatures throughout your home. Call Settle Heating and Air, your local York dealer, at 704-481-1788 and schedule a free evaluation of your system and learn how you can move up to a new level of comfort and efficiency this summer. Call Settle Heating and Air and settle in with comfort this summer, or visit the website at settleinwithcomfort.com.
Shelby's only locally owned and operated auto parts store is Shelby Auto Plus, a Uniselect Auto Plus store. They are Shelby's hydraulic hose and fitting headquarters. Plus, they feature AC hose repair, have welding supplies, batteries, filters, brass fittings, and much more. You'll find many of the top name brands. Managers Charles Cabanis and Latham Queen and counterman Dustin Clay welcome Joe Schottel to their staff. Shelby Auto Plus, formerly Shelby Auto Parts, at 409 North Washington Street in Shelby. As the spring season rolls in, remember Shelby Hardware for all the rental equipment you need to get those lawns and gardens in shape. Shelby Hardware's rental equipment includes blowers, string trimmers, vacuums, lawnmowers, aerators, spikers, spreaders, edgers, tillers, and ladders. And Shelby Hardware's small engine repair shop can service and repair all your lawn and garden equipment. Shelby Hardware, serving Cleveland County since 1979, located at 506 South Lafayette Street, Shelby.
Experienced, quality, and guaranteed service. That's what you get from Shelby Transmission Specialists. They do straight drives and automatic transmissions. They can repair and rebuild transmissions and sell parts as well. So if you have transmission trouble, see the experts, Hal Hamrick, Lyle Reynolds, and Jimmy Stepp at Shelby Transmission Specialists, 734 Nally Drive, just off Highway 226 North in Shelby. Call 704-482-8756 for Shelby Transmission Specialist. Soulful Southern fare with a flair. That's Smoke on the Square in Uptown Shelby. Make your next dinner out at Smoke on the Square in historic Uptown Shelby. Great starters and appetizers, along with soups and salads. For dinner, there's seafood, pasta, beef and pork, house-cut steaks and signature steaks, and chicken too. And their sides are out of this world. For a full menu, visit them online at smokeonthesquare.com. Smoke on the Square, the Southern Low Country cuisine and steakhouse. Located at 5 East Marion Street, Uptown Shelby.
And all the folks in Asheboro, they've been so nice to us and taking care of our accommodations here at the park, and we appreciate what they did. It's an older facility, but it's a beautiful facility here.
Yeah, and really from the grandstand, not a bad seat in the house, a great place to watch a baseball game. You're very intimate setting close to the field, and just a super place to watch a baseball game.
And let's now do our Okies Tire recap of the game. And Randolph County did what it had to do in the first inning. They're actually in with 2 runs on no hits. Andy, that might be, they talk about the monumental play of the game for Randolph County. That first inning when they got 2 runs on no hits, but 3 Shelby errors contributed to the loss there, the runs in the inning.
Yeah, and you look back at the game, and that really was the most costly part of this ball game, that first inning for Shelby.
Yeah, 3 errors. In fact, all five runs that were scored by Randolph County tonight, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the fourth, they were by runners that got on base not safely. They got on. They were not safeties. In the first inning, the 2 runners got on both via errors. In the Second inning, the runner that scored got on base by an error. In the fourth inning, the two runs, one reached base on balls, the other hit batsman. It's just, but that's how you win games this far into the season, this in the playoffs. You got to take advantage of every break you're given, and Randolph County did.
Yeah, and Shelby got some momentum late, Dan, but it just wasn't enough as they couldn't produce in the ninth inning.
Well, Shelby got its run, of course, in the first inning. A base hit by Jackson Mims led off to Shelby first. Then Jay Siegel drove it in a moment later, a few minutes later, the base hit, and won Shelby's first run. Shelby's ninth inning run again. The two runs, base on balls or eighth inning run, I should say, bottom of the eighth. Jackson Mims walked, later scored on Nick Hastings' base hit, and Hastings later scored on the pinch hit single by Caleb Burnham. As Shelby got hey, 3 up, 3 down. That's what you do and preserve that win, Andy.
Yeah, he was able to shut Shelby down in the ninth and preserve a victory for this Randolph County squad.
For Randolph County tonight, this afternoon, I should say, 5 runs on 6 hits. They committed 1 error, left 6 on base. For post 82, 3 runs on 7 hits, committed 4 errors. Every one of them were costly, and left 6 on base as well. Losing pitcher was the Shelby starter, and that, of course, Cody Fitch. Good job, actually, by Jalen Bird. He did not give up any runs after he came in the fifth inning for Cody.
Yeah, great job by Jalen coming in today in relief of Cody Fitch.
Winning pitcher was the starter for this Randolph County team, and that was Nathan Reynolds. A save goes to Ryan Webb, who came in the 8th inning in relief for Reynolds. Shelby's final record on the season is now 45-4, and again, Coach Grayson ends the season with 537 career victories as Shelby head Legion coach. And by the way, Randolph County's record now 17-23 on the season. Andy, it's time to give away for our final awards presentation for Post 82 baseball this season.
All right, Dan, the Best Hitter Award sponsored by Fuzzy Peach in Shelby and Boiling Springs today, and it goes to Nick Hastings. Nick, 2 for 3, a single and a double, and he scored a run today. Also had a walk today, so Nick Hastings, Fuzzy Peach Best Hitter. Defensive Player of the Game, sponsored by Rapid Pace Oil Change in Boiling Springs, goes to shortstop Chandler Young. He turned some outstanding double plays out there today, Dan.
He did, and good job defensively. He's been a solid shortstop for Post 82 all season long.
And the SNR Auto Sales Overall Player of the Game for the 14th year goes to the leadoff hitter, Jackson Mims. Mims was 1 for 3 today, had a single, also walked, and he scored 2 big Shelby runs in a losing effort today.
So that's going to do it for our coverage of Post 82 baseball this season. I want to thank Coach Mike Grayson, his assistants, Chad Fowler, Chris Emery, Steve Gove, for their help with us this year, and all the Legion Post 82 folks in Shelby. Also thanks to the folks here in Asheboro, headed by David Kemp. Appreciate his cooperation in allowing us to broadcast not only audio but video of these broadcasts. And for our studio producers today, and that was Steve Robey, Josh Collins, and Calvin Hastings. And for Kevin Hastings and Andre Bush, and for Andy Foster, Dan Greer, remind you the final score from this afternoon for Asheboro and the Southeast Regionals on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Randolph County eliminates Shelby, a 5-3 score this afternoon. Remember, our coverage of the American Legion Baseball World Series begins at 11:30 next Thursday morning with a pregame show, wall-to-wall coverage of the American Legion Baseball World Series. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week for the American Legion World Series. God bless. Have a good rest of the evening.